leather gloves, we're slapping in hands. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. Who's chasing the beer that circle the lips? Play ball, play ball. Load up the bases and smack it right over the wall.
Play ball.
Play ball.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Laughter Saves Lives Pie! Holy cannolis!
Can you believe it?
Right here on Strong Island Television, Paradise Studios,
Yes.
in beautiful Massapequa, New York, right by the LIRR.
Can you believe this?
Richard, who is today's show brought to us
Brought
by?
to us by Barasch and McGarry,
Lawyers for the 9/11 community. Thank you,
Yes.
Michael Barasch, for sponsoring us. So we're back. I think we were off last week, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling great. And
Yeah.
hey, Patrick McDonald, it's Johnny Plug time every week. Patrick McDonald
He tunes in like clockwork.
tunes in. The
Yep.
clock is Bobby's slipping the
Yep.
clock in now. Everything is going right. So it's good to be back. Are you on? Why you
You
can't be on the phone?
I
when we're on
uploaded the
air.
program.
Holy crap! It's Halloween.
7 times.
What the hell? Who's this?
I figured I would just come on real quick and say
Thank-
I'm back and I'm glad to be back.
Which is bad.
Well, we're glad to have you back. It's good to have you back.
He's looking great.
Breaking up the momentum of the show. We love to see
That's
that.
what I want. I wanted to come on now, so I didn't break up the momentum.
Oh, we were on a roll there. We were on a roll. But
Yeah,
good to see.
you were a stick about it.
Butch
You
is
were a
back.
stick about it.
Butch is back. That's a song, isn't it? Back. Come on,
The Butch is back, yeah.
Butch. So, a few things that have been going on.
Yeah, tell us.
Well, I told you the other day, we went to, Richie and I belong to the Sippity Doodah Club at Panera,
That's right.
right? How much does it cost us a year? 100? What is it?
130. I think.
$130.
And I heard they raised it.
Son of a, because
We're-
us.
I wonder if we're grandfathered. They're not making it any money off of
We
us.
can get as many iced teas, coffees, or whatever as we want.
That's right.
We go in, I go into the girl, I look at her right in the eyes, and I go, old guy here for the sippity doodah, sippity day.
When I walk in,
Right?
I just walk in the door. They go,
Regular?
no, they
Regular?
just give me the
The
cup.
cup?
They just give me the cup.
Now, how often can we do? We can do that more than once a day, you said, didn't you?
Or you do it all day with a 2-hour span. in
2-hour
between.
span.
Yeah.
So this is what old guys do. This is what old guys do. We're going to go to Panera. We're going to sit there for a while. Well, if you sit there, you can keep refilling it. I keep refilling it. You know what I mean? Then when
Yeah,
I leave, I always top off.
Yeah.
And then I bring it
Did
home
you
and
ever
drink it the rest
Go
of the day.
back an hour later and go refill it.
I don't feel right. Once I walk out the door, I don't feel
Yeah.
right about going back.
Yeah.
But I should, right?
I feel fine.
You feel
about it.
fine?
Yeah.
All right. All right. So I'll try that.
You know,
But
it's like chickens with their heads cut off over there. They just all, nobody's even paying attention.
well, yeah, but that, you don't want to take advantage, right? Of
I paid
Panera
for
Bread.
it, though. They're taking advantage
That's
of me.
true. That's true.
See?
So anyway, Richie and I, for the first time together the other day, met at Panera.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We both got sippity doodah, sippity day, right?
Yeah.
We sat there and chatted for a while. Went
Yes.
back. We filled up. Like we think we're like big business.
Yeah.
There's all these people in Panera
You know, what-
having meetings. Do you ever see them?
it's a meeting.
Meetings.
hall. You know, you didn't hear what happened to me though.
No.
You know how these guys
Tell me.
set up shop at Panera, their business. They
Yes.
set up at
Yes.
Starbucks. Well, I set up at a bagel place.
Okay.
And the other day, the owner slides into my booth. He goes, Richie, you do understand this is an eating establishment. I said, I had an egg sandwich. He goes, yeah, it was 8 o'clock this morning. It's 3:30. I go, and it was delicious. And he goes, this is what he said. He goes, we don't mind your laptop and we don't even care about the papers all over the table. But can you do something about these file cabinets?
Well, you know, how many drawer file cabinets did you move into Panera?
I said, I'll work with you on the file cabinets, but you got to do something about this crappy Wi-Fi.
I didn't think we could do 4 minutes on Panera.
I could even go further. It's a new bit.
Yeah.
That went nowhere on the other show the other night. But
Well, no, there's something there. There's something there for
Something's
that bit.
working.
Maybe
Yeah.
in some of our guests, Stephanie and Spencer, they can help us with that bit. They're very funny.
Yeah.
Stephanie, in fact, wants to do some stand-up.
Oh, we'd love
So,
to have
yeah,
it.
yeah. She's very funny. She writes funny jokes.
She's
And,
got to help you with
yeah.
your act.
And Spencer sits there and goes, You know, like it's all right.
Whatever.
That's. But their husband and wife now they'll be
Wow.
coming on in a little while. This is so cool. Right? Well, let me get before we get on to Stephanie and Spencer.
Yeah.
So Paula says to me last week, we talked about this at Sippity Doodah. Paula says to me last week, the pipe is dripping in the basement below the bathroom.
Uh-oh.
Thank God the ceiling's open, right? Here's
Waistline?
well, yeah, it was the waistline. Here's how it was dripping. Drip, drip, drip. Plumber, $950. What?
What did they do
$900
for that?
Now, we spoke about this the other day. I spent $950 for a pipe that comes out of my toilet in the ceiling in the basement.
Right.
I put in a new window. People can see that. I mow the lawn, spend money on that. People can say, you buy a car. I got a $950 pipe that's nobody's going to see, theoretically.
Little duct tape.
Now, everybody that comes into my house, I take them down to the laundry room for, I have them come down and go, oh,
Look at that.
look at the pipe. It turns and everything. Beautiful pipe.
Yeah.
So everybody, if you come into Steve, if you come into my house, you're going down my basement and see my new $950 toilet pipe.
Do you hope that when people come down there, like before you fix it, like
Right.
they go, oh, I can fix this for you.
I wish I would have waited.
Do you know you got to invite a handyman over for lunch?
Well, you know what it is, Richie? Paula asked me to do stuff around the house.
Yeah.
I do nothing. I am not good with stuff around the house. Nothing.
Right.
So instead of me seeing the pipe drip and go, maybe I can wrap it with some plumber's tape. Maybe I could call a friend or a handyman. Right. Since I do nothing, I feel like obligated that I better act quickly.
Yes.
Or she'll notice the other million things I'm not doing.
Right.
Because what did she say to me the other day? Take out the garbage. I go, the pipe is fixed.
Yeah.
How much more?
You met your quota for the week.
And the newly married couple, this is the kind of stuff we'll tell them about.
We could teach them.
Moving for how long are you married?
Well, you know what it is? We're going to be able to teach Spencer here how to do nothing because you and I are.
Well, now they got a big yard. She does the lawn with the tractor. They got that. They got a big lawn, huge lawn. And I know
like
why.
A John Deere green lawnmower.
Yes, and you know why I know it's big?
Yeah.
Because the other day after the wedding, they set up a tent. They go, "You're sleeping out here too."
Yeah.
Because it's a big yard.
Wow.
I thought I ran the ceremony.
You're talking about them so much. Why don't we just bring them in?
Well, you want to do the commercial first?
No, bring them in now.
And then we'll hang out for a while.
Well, we've got them, then we've got McGarry, Barasch and McGarry, and then we've got Tom. So
I know all of it.
During the show.
I know all of this because we talked about it before.
Yeah.
You really didn't need to come on and tell me.
We didn't even get a chance to bring them in big.
Yeah,
They just popped on.
You want to do the introduction? You want me to do it? Because
you have to do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next two guests, married. What's today? Wednesday?
Yes.
4 days. They're gone again. Oh, we're gonna bring them back in. All right. Married 4 days, and we got married in their backyard the other day, and I emceed the ceremony. We got to look the right term. Please, a nice warm welcome for my nephew. And can I call her my niece-in-law? What do you call her?
Yeah, niece.
Because she's wonderful. Stephanie and Spencer Brady. Holy cannolis.
Stephanie, did you know that you were marrying into this?
I did.
She did. It's a mess. And it's interesting. It's a loud family. She's not that loud. She's kind of, right? You're not a loud person. You're very mellow.
She tries to match.
I try to match a little bit.
So, Spencer, did you have to prepare Stephanie? Wait until you meet my uncle. You'll understand when you meet him. Did you have to go?
Yeah, did you do that originally?
I probably did. I don't remember. It's been a while now, so I don't remember exactly.
I want to call them these two kids. They're engineers. They're so successful. They have a huge mansion, an 8-story house. Unbelievable. All right, it's 1 story, but still.
But yet they can't afford a landscaper.
No. And they have a snake.
You have a
sleeve. Yeah,
what kind of
scary?
He's
And scary. What is it?
A ball python.
Wow.
He's not that big.
Scary.
I think
How big will it get?
Snakes are misunderstood. He'll be like 4 or 5 feet.
Yeah.
I have a question. Do they actually have a personality?
He watches TV for sure.
He does?
Oh, yeah, he
But
does.
does he know you when he sees you, or just
Yeah,
Not that part.
He wags his tail.
He does not. He does not. He wags.
interesting?
Now, let's get back to the wedding.
Yeah.
So, what a nice day. So a few weeks ago, look at the beautiful. Look at that couple, huh? Nice day. And so they called me about a month ago and they said, Uncle John, we have something to ask you.
Right.
And I said, all right, I thought it was going to be, do you mind staying home when the rest of your family comes? We have friends here and we want to. So they said, what was the term you used? Officiate?
Yeah. Or I guess.
Is that the term?
Yeah.
We use?
I like your term, MC. That's a lot better.
The wedding?
MC.
So I said, listen, guys, I said, I'm a firefighter, retired. I'm a grandpa. I'm a comic. None of those give me credentials to marry you.
Right.
So they said, no, all you need to do in Pennsylvania is to sign a piece of paper with witnesses and we're married. Doesn't make a difference. So how can I say no to them? Look at them.
Yes.
I couldn't say no.
You panicked a little bit.
Huh?
You panicked a little bit.
I panicked, yeah, because it's a big responsibility, and I was very honored to do it, but I didn't want to go up there and be like an amateur and make it choppy or whatever.
Right.
So I prepared. Paula helped me, and they every time I asked them, I said, "Oh, whatever you do will be fine, Uncle John." No, it won't be, right?
No, it's a
You've
wedding.
seen me on stage.
Yes.
So
that's why I'm surprised
Hey, we
they asked you to.
I am very
officiate.
cool.
Yes.
Spencer and Stephanie, they're very simple people, right? Very simple. They didn't want anything fancy in the backyard, a tent. No wedding party. There was no best man, right? Maid of honor, right?
Wow.
No.
Just a tent.
So I don't know if you realize this. I was honored to be standing with Spencer alone, waiting for Stephanie to come out.
Look at that.
Yeah, she was in there. I think she was like vacuuming or whatever. She came out like a half hour late. But we waited. I don't know what she was doing.
Why don't we hear from them?
Yes. So tell us about the wedding and how did I do? How did it go?
Yeah, let's bring it back.
Yeah, let's
John.
bring it
How did it go?
Well, what I was going to say was
Enough of him talking about himself.
Yeah,
you
talk
talk
about
him
me
for a while.
What I was going to say was that we weren't as responsive as I thought we should be. We probably should have been a little more responsive to help you out, but we've been organizing the whole thing.
Right.
But we gave you some stories, and you just took off with it.
Yeah.
And it was above and beyond what we ever thought it would be. You were fantastic.
It was such an honor. So
all of our friends too, they were like, that guy that married you, he was incredible.
What, John? What did you say? What was your opening line?
My opening line,
Yeah.
I sang a song. I sang "The Wind Beneath My Wings" by Bette Midler.
Right.
Did you ever know that you're my hero? And then everybody said, all right, get them out here. No, I didn't sing that
I
song.
want to thank both of you for not inviting me.
You could probably guess what his opening line was.
Oh, I know what it was. The porta potties.
The best porta potties in Pottstown.
Wow.
Did you know before you ordered those porta potties that they had them that nice?
I could tell by the price.
Oh, wow. Yes.
It was $80 per pee or poop. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I did a Facebook post on it. It was beautiful porta potties with a little area to, mirror or whatever.
Oh.
So I got up there and I said, Stephanie was a little stressed. The DJ had canceled. They got him last minute. It was raining.
Oh, who'd you get last week?
Well, he came back. He came back. The DJ that he canceled, he was sick, whatever. All worked out. But she was very stressed, the poor girl, the day before her wedding.
Yeah.
So I said to everybody, hey, let's give her a round of applause. Make Stephanie feel like we all love her. It's going to go great.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a great day because look at those porta potties. And Johnny got his first laugh right there. And I was relaxed.
That's great.
Then I was relaxed.
So, what was your favorite part of this big day?
Yeah.
I would say just having everybody
All right,
together.
that's enough. John's going to talk now.
You had friends from all over the country, right?
Oh.
Yeah, my best friend, I grew up in Florida. My best friend traveled with her 6-week-old daughter and her husband and their 3-year-old daughter. And It was just really nice. Everybody made an effort. We were really grateful for it.
Right.
And the cake. The cake was really
Who was
good.
the ring bearer?
My-
That cute little kid.
My nephew,
He was cute.
our nephew Jackson, my brother's son.
And what did you say to me twice before we did the rings?
They're silicone.
You know, the rings are silicone. So I'm up there, doing the whole ceremony. He goes, rings are silicone. Like she's silicone.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's telling me. So I said, can I say that out loud?
Sure.
She goes, yeah.
They were
So-
afraid you drop it.
Yeah,
This is tungsten. What is it? Tungsten.
plastic.
No, it's a rock actually.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
All right.
But you
So
could have put our rings on the snake and had the snake come up with it.
Mhm.
oh, yeah, I would have been scared. That thing came up. I would have lost it. I would have screamed like a 9-year-old girl just saw a spider. I would have been like, ah! That would have been terrible. All right. So now you're married 4 days. Now,
Wait a second. I got things starting to change
anything change?
in 4 days. Look at Spencer.
Nothing at
Things
all.
are
Spencer's taken.
changing.
Nothing at all.
Same, right?
We've been here for a while now already.
Okay.
Yeah, they had the house for a while and all that stuff.
So was I.
Yeah.
Everything's
So-
more
so-
messy.
Yeah, it's a lot messier.
Since it was at our house, not a venue, we're the cleanup crew. So
That's right.
That's right,
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah, I had to drive Grandpa home, 4 hours in the car, 4 hours of, 4 hours of negative. Everything. My father can make anything negative.
Right.
All right. Here's what he would say for the beautiful trees in Pennsylvania by Stephanie and Spencer's house changing color. Oh, the trees are changing colors again. You know what I mean? No matter what it is, you can yes, Butch.
Let me ask you a question. We have to move on and get rolling. Steph and Spencer, would you guys like to hang out on camera and participate in the show, or do you want to pop back and watch the show?
Or do you have something to do?
Or did you want to run?
run more.
Yeah.
You can tell us. It's not like we're on live TV or anything.
What?
Doesn't matter.
In the waiting room, Butch, and we'll let them decide.
Okay. We'll
All
put
right,
you in the
we'll
waiting
go back.
room.
We'll go to commercial,
All right.
and then we'll bring out
No,
Tom.
we'll be
Thank
right
you,
back
guys.
after these messages.
For 1 minute.
If you spent time downtown on 9/11 or in the 8 months after, you were exposed to toxic air and may be eligible for compensation from the $10 billion 9/11 Victim Fund. But most people who qualify still haven't claimed what they're entitled to.
I worked downtown. I didn't die. I was an office worker. I felt like there were others who deserved the money more than I did.
A major reason people haven't claimed the money they're due is guilt. They feel guilty claiming funds when others died or were first responders.
I heard there were 9/11 funds, but because I wasn't a first responder, I did not apply.
You do not have to be a first responder to qualify. This fund was created for everyone who worked, lived, or attended school south of Canal Street, who may have experienced or have experienced respiratory illness or any of the 68 cancers linked to the toxins. Even if you have a family history of cancer, there is a presumption linking most cancers to the toxins.
I thought it was too late to make a claim. My spouse worked downtown at a bank and died of cancer. Honestly, I just haven't felt up to it.
The government's $10 billion Victim Fund and Health Program have been permanently extended. You just need to have been below Canal Street on 9/11 or at any time in the following 8 months. To see if you qualify, call or go to 911fund.com to speak to a representative of Barasch and McGarry, lawyers for the 9/11 community.
There are many reasons people who are eligible for compensation are not stepping up to claim it. To those who are holding back, I would say just take the first step. Ask for help. Make the call. It's not too late.
I called and I qualified.
I qualify.
I qualify.
Millions of dollars remain unclaimed. You do not have to be seriously ill to qualify.
And we're back to Laughter Saves Lives Live.
Live.
And before the show, just so if you want to know what we're doing here, Richie has a tendency to lean on the desk and it rocks. So tell me, we figured out a way because my side doesn't rock.
I gotta lean
so
over here
Richie's gonna lean. If he wants to lean, he's gonna lean on this side so it doesn't rock.
Right.
I think
That's
that'll
perfect.
work. Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah. Too bad Stephanie and Spencer said nothing and I didn't
You know
shut
what I
up.
want to say on this?
I was horrible.
I thought of a $1 billion idea, $1 million idea.
Yeah.
Be the guy that goes around to all the restaurants and fix all the wobbly tables. If I walked in and said, look, I want $100, $150, do all your tables.
They would do it.
They would do it.
Yeah.
It's good business. There you go.
Well, our next guest,
yes.
Very, very interesting man. We did a benefit the other night. Richie was there for the Antique, I'm going to say it wrong.
Association.
Right. Antique Fire Association.
I said it wrong on the intro of the show.
And
I said the Antique Fire Department.
Oh, you idiot.
I know.
Let's bring him out. Tom Povinelli, bring him out. Bring him out.
So sorry, Tom. You heard that. You had to hear it.
He said, somebody introduced me, Tom, once as, you know who I'm talking about. No, the Fire Department of New York. Here's the
New Year's Eve.
No, that was another one. Tom, how you doing?
Good. How you guys doing?
What are you in the car?
Tommy.
You're in the car?
No. I'm in the restaurant tonight. We're prepping. We have parties this weekend, so we have a lot of stuff going on.
Now, do you own a restaurant?
Well, I'm the executive, one of the executive chefs here, at the restaurant. I don't own.
Which restaurant?
It's called Vegas, New Jersey. It's
Cool.
part of Powerhouse Studios. It's a catering hall.
What town?
It's a catering hall.
Oh, okay. So it's not. You can't walk in there for dinner.
I mean, you could. You're John LaRocchia.
Oh.
By the way, I just want to. Can I say one thing now?
Just
Tommy made me and the other comics
the
most delicious chicken franchise dinner in butter and oh my god, wow!
Oh, you cooked for them?
Yeah.
This guy is top shelf, is he not? He's top shelf. So again, sorry I couldn't make it. I had the wedding of Stephanie Spencer, as you see, but I don't think I was missed. I heard the show was great.
Very good show. First off, congratulations to Spencer and Stephanie.
Thank you.
So congratulations to them. I did try to get you a DJ, didn't come through, but we did try to work on it. And
the DJ that canceled on him because he was rushed he went to the hospital, thought he was going to stay overnight. He didn't. So he was the one that DJ'd. He did a great job.
See, everything works out.
Yeah. He did a great job. So tell us a little bit about...
The show was great. Everybody was great. We had more people than we anticipated. So that was equally nice. And it was just a great show. It was great atmosphere, great people. I can't complain. We'll do it next year.
The headliner on that show was unbelievable.
Yeah, the headliner was fantastic.
All of them were great. I tell you.
Dawn Allen, great show, great lineup.
So now,
a lot of fun. Everybody was a lot.
You were a volunteer firefighter when I met you. What do you think? 8, 10 years ago?
Is that long? Maybe even 12.
Wow,
it's been a while.
So we bonded immediately. And you're a chef. So you basically, when you're a volunteer firefighter, you need to put in a certain amount of calls or hours to maintain your status, correct?
Correct.
Now you with the family, beautiful family, 2 kids, the beautiful wife, you doing the chefy thing, busy, you couldn't, but you wanted to stay involved somehow, am I right?
Correct. Yep.
Well, tell us how you did that.
So I took my exemption from the volunteer service. Just didn't have the time for it anymore, and it wasn't fair to myself, my family, or the department. So I took my exemption, went on about my business, and
Tom, just explain what you took your exemption. What does that mean?
So basically, exemption means that you resign from the fire department, but you have enough years in that once you take your exemption, then you're eligible to be placed in the fireman's home and have all the benefits of, a volunteer firefighter that you accrued throughout your, service as a volunteer.
And the fireman's home, I know we did, before COVID, 2 shows up at the New York State Home for Volunteer Firefighters.
Yeah, that's up there. Right?
Really nice place. Really nice place.
Yeah,
Where-
ours is located in Boonton, New Jersey.
Okay.
So
All right,
it's
cool. Very nice
really
little
nice. Yeah.
perk for being a volunteer. Okay, so couldn't keep it up. So now, how did you get involved with this?
We have an antique fire association where we continue and we teach and we upkeep antique vehicles, and we just let people know about the antique fire trucks of the past and how fire companies used to run to calls in the past with the antiques. Few of our members have their own vehicles. Yep, there she is.
Parades, use them in parades?
We do. Yep. We use it in the parade. And this specific, that's a before and after picture. This specifically was Wes Patterson's rescue truck. They called it the Pride of McBride. And then we picked it up and we turned it into a canteen unit.
Okay,
Right.
so
food. So tell them what you do with it.
So we respond to major incidents. We get called out and we basically supply our first responders with sustenance, coffee, tea, hot beverages, cold beverages, different snacks if they're on a structure fire for elongated period of time. And we just respond out. We have ladies auxiliaries out this way, and we enhance their capability. So we come out and assist them with whatever they need, however they need it. And that's what we're here for. We respond out with that rescue truck, and we supply our first responders with refreshments.
Let me ask one question. How do you get it ready at a minute's notice? Because we don't know when the fire. It's always ready.
Yeah. So we have it stocked up just like a normal fire truck would with gear when they respond, and then once we get called out, we respond to where it's located, and we may throw a couple more cases of water on it, or Gatorade, ice, coolers, whatever we have. And then we respond to the location that we're needed.
Any granola bars, stuff like that, sandwiches?
We have granola bars, we have Pop-Tarts, we have Rice Krispie treats, we have protein bars. So yeah, we have a bevy of different things on there.
But if you're responding to something like one of these, say it was a tire junkyard where this fire is going to be burning, for 2 days, would you respond to something like that with a hot meal or sandwiches? Or
we could. We have a lot of these fire companies and us as well. We have connections with local delis and pizzerias, and we can call them at a minute's notice and say, hey, listen, we're on a major incident. We need 100 pizzas or 75 sandwiches or whatever, and then we'll have somebody respond that has their personal vehicle on scene to go pick these things up.
Yeah.
Speaking from experience, when I was with the FDNY, there was a few times where you were working for a long time and you're like, oh, it's so nice to have some cold water. It's so nice to have a hot cup of tea or whatever.
Right.
Obviously, in the worst case scenario on 9/11, two things come to mind. When I responded into Manhattan and I went to a 20 truck, which is 15 blocks north of the trade centers. And we finally got into a horse van, the back of a horse, where the horses go, all right, to take us downtown. And there was a bunch of us in there, and some guy comes with like 5 pizzas. And he says, hey, guys, if you're hungry. And just as we got the pizzas, on the other side of the van jumps in a guy I used to work with, Vinny Plova from Manhattan, who was doing side work in Manhattan. And Vinny and I were having pizza together going down to the Trade Center. On day 2, the famous Homestead restaurant in Manhattan pulled up with a van. I tell a story often. It's the best meal I ever had in my life because of the situation. They were handing out McDonald's burgers for 2 days on the pile, just throwing your burgers. Van pulls up and he goes, hey, brother, you hungry? I'm like, oh, yeah. He took out a stuffed pork chop. It was in a container, a stuffed pork. Tom, it was the best meal I've ever had in my life. So good that I said I will never go to the Homestead and order that pork chop.
So, Tom, John is fishing here.
Yes.
For you to challenge that meal.
Well, he didn't show up, but I mean, you know, the chicken franchise was pretty good, I have to say. I mean, it wasn't a stuffed pork chop, but you know.
Oh, wow.
Here's what we need to do.
I wouldn't have traded that chicken franchise.
We need to present a big check to you. I mean, big in size, not big in number. In front of the truck, right? Eating maybe a snack and telling them, hey, we just bought how many granola bars for something like that. We need to do a photo op.
All right.
This way I could see Tom and all of that. All right? We'll set that up.
Absolutely. Rich, what did I tell you the other day at the show? Didn't I say we needed to tell John that we needed to do a Laughter Saves Lives cook-off?
Oh, yeah.
Did you say that the other day?
Wait, before you answer that, would you be my guest chef at the Fight for Firefight, the Friends of Firefighters chili cook-off they have every year?
Oh, chili.
Where you would cook it, but it would be the Laughter Saves Lives booth.
Are you good at chili?
I am good at chili, yes.
And everything.
Yeah. Listen, there's not too many firefighters I know that aren't good with chili.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's a fun night. It's all the a lot of the firehouses in New York City come out, and people, I don't know how they make their money. I don't know whether people pay for I think donations. They pay a fee. I think they pay a fee to get in. I think that's the way it is. And then but that would be fun. You and I hanging out in front of the banner, cooking chili.
I want to go.
Hey, give me the date and I'll block off the time and let me know where it is and we'll go.
Cool.
We should have our Laughter Saves Live chef Pat Marone go up against
Marone. Yeah,
I'm telling you, that's where I was going with it.
He's
Absolutely.
friends with Tom.
Nice little meatball challenge, maybe.
Laughter Saves Lives, 2 chilies made by Chef Marone, Chef Tom. We'll put his business name there, cards. It'll be a great night.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Be a great night. I'll find out when she's doing it. All right, cool. Any stories about the vehicle so far? Is it in operation?
Yeah, we do. I mean, it's modest. We do, I would say, maybe 40 calls a year.
That's good.
We do Morris, Sussex, and Warren counties. And we're trying to get the word out and we're doing well. We're doing well. We could be doing better, but we're doing well.
You have a website or a Facebook page?
It is. I don't have it with me though. I think it's I'll send it to you.
All right.
We could send it to us, but also he is TikTok Tommy.
Yeah.
Join his
he does some good work on TikTok there. And Facebook. Funny stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, and your kids are funny too.
Yes, they enjoy it. That's why I started it, because my son wants to be a TikToker and a influencer when he gets older. That's all he always talks about. So, we have a little fun with it.
Good.
You're doing a great job. It's really fun stuff.
Tom, thanks for coming on. Thanks for allowing Laughter Saves Lives to be a part of what you do.
Thank you.
We love being affiliated. We're going to do the show again next year, and let's see if we can get that photo op in something. We'll do something that day.
Yeah, let's go. Absolutely, and let me know the date of the chili cook-off, and
that'll be fun.
All right,
Tom.
Tom, great seeing you again.
Did I screw up your last name? Pronounce your last name.
Pavanelli.
I said it right.
Pavanelli.
Yeah. Pavanelli. Tom Pavanelli.
Thanks, Tom.
Oh, the audience is slow tonight. The audience is slow back there tonight with the applause, right? Weren't they? Hey, can you throw up the flyer for the Engelman Theater? Engelman Theater. Our veterans fundraisers coming up in November. Big theater. Tuesday, November 21st. Claudia Bonavita has been added to this show. It's going to be a great night. $50 tickets. VIP is $175 now.
That's with Tom DiDario.
Tom DiDario, Johnny Mack. He is a veteran. That's why he's on the show. Yeah. And now, can we have our pickleball segment? Pickleball segment. So this week, Laughter Saves Lives team. My daughter could not make it. John Santo filled in 4-1 we went. Bada bing, bada bing, bada bing, bada bam.
Wow.
We moved up
His arm is healed.
Yeah. Oh, he got doctor's approval. We moved up to 14th place. We were in 19th, second from last.
Wow.
We moved up to 14th now. So that was fun. And November 3rd, throw up that flyer. We have the big Laugh to Save Lives Pickleball Social Fundraiser. It's going to be a great night. You can buy some wine there. $55 ticket, fundraiser for Laugh to Save Lives, and the Heather Pendergast Fund. Heather Pendergast. No, put the flyer back up one more time. We got to. Okay. The Heather Pendergast Fund assists Long Island volunteer firefighters with sick children and high medical bills. So that was our pickleball segment. I love playing the pickleball. We had Roseanne Sorrentino out yesterday.
She
gave
good?
her a lesson.
She good?
We gave her a lesson.
Good.
You don't ask me if we're good. She's good on the air. She's
Well,
new. She's just trying.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
She didn't fall like you did and get physical therapy for the last 3 months.
I'm still on physical therapy.
Let's
I'm
go
that
to
damaged.
Let's go to break, and we'll be back with comic Kenny Michaels and veteran,
All right.
veteran and comic.
Hi, I'm Arthur Lee, founder, CEO, and inventor of LifeVac, a simple rescue device that can save a child's life in a choking emergency. All these people were saved with LifeVac. People may not realize that on average, 14 people a day die from choking-related incidents. Every 5 days, one of those is a child.
As simple as place, push, pull.
To learn more, please visit lifevac.net.
We're going to talk
And we
about
are
We're back with Laugh to Save Lives. You didn't do the Laugh to Save Lives. Jeez, you know this by now. So, we showed our pickleball segment there.
Yeah.
I got my COVID and flu shot today, by the way.
Oh.
I'm feeling it already. I'm feeling. You know what? When I got the last shot, I felt very.
I had that booster, and that was it for me.
I felt one booster.
But I was sick.
No, you got to go again.
Well, isn't that the booster? If you're sick.
No, you got to go again.
Okay.
You got to go again. Let's bring in our comic, and he's a veteran. The very funny Kenny Michaels is with us tonight. Kenny Michaels.
Hello.
Kenny is doing our veteran show in South Jersey. That show is November 10th.
Can you guys hear me okay? Everything's all right?
Yeah. We hear you a lot clearer than Butch, thank God. So, Kenny, we met years ago. Butch reminded me, and I apologize because I said on the phone, I can't wait to meet you. I'm an idiot, Kenny.
You know what's funny is when you called me, I'm figuring the show's going on. If I'm getting phone calls, it's going to be something that's for the show.
Right.
And I was in the shower.
Right.
So I'm getting out of the shower, drying off, toweling off, and the phone is ringing. And I pick it. It's John LaRocchia, still in my phone from 20-something years ago.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And when that whole conversation we had, I was totally naked.
Well,
just to let you know.
I didn't know if you realized you were on video call. You were on. It was a video call. I don't know if you realized that. I was like, "Why?"
No, really?
Why is Kenny naked, getting out of the shower, talking? But I rolled with it, Kenny.
Yeah, see, I'm so technologically like nothing. I have no idea. You might have been doing that. I have no idea. No idea.
It's all good, my brother. So before we get into the funny, I would like to thank you for your service. Tell us a little bit about your background as a veteran.
Here's the thing. It's a very, very interesting story. I'll try to make it as quick as possible. I had a very interesting upbringing. I was homeschooled till about the 7th grade. Did about to the half of junior year in high school. Left and went to college. Was in college, and I was like, all right, I need to do something. I've always done things that are the hardest thing to do. For some reason, I torture myself. I've been a comic for. We torture ourselves just because if somebody tells me I can't do it, I'm going to do it. There's that guy thing, but then there's also like, I want to explore. So recreational drugs, sometimes a hooker, you try to hijack a plane once in a while. Sometimes it doesn't work. You know what I mean? But so I was 17 years old, and I went to the recruiter, and I said, all right, I got to go to the military because my grandfather was in World War II. He was in Kasserine Pass in North Africa, the North African, what do they call it? The North African zone or whatever. He was in North Italy and stuff. My Uncle Georgie was a Marine in Korea, and they luckily made it out. They were okay. And then I was just like, I wanted to do something tough, and I went into the Marines, and I was 17. My mother had to sign me off. I was for halfway through my 17-year-old years. My legal guardian was the United States government because I wasn't 18
How
yet.
did your mom react to that?
Well, here's the thing. Hold on a second. Just hold on one second. I'm trying to get my headphones in so I can hear you guys. Hold on. It's much better if I can hear in here.
How's that? Check 1 2. Check.
Can you hear me in the microphone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's a little better. Okay, good. Sorry. I've done radio for 20 years and I still can't figure out the head.
It looks like it. It looks like it.
Yeah, and the first lighting I had, Butch called me and he's like, "Can you do something with the lighting?" I have like the Shroud of Turin behind me. I don't have a studio. I'm like a spare room with a sheet. Behind me is a big picture of John Belushi, actually. And
lamp laying down on the table, like
yeah. And Butch is like, dude, you got to do something with the lighting. It's like John Wayne Gacy's basement over here, And when I tested out this dumb camera, it was in the daytime. So the lighting was, screwed up.
You look good.
Different.
You look great. He looks great.
Yeah,
you
sound great.
No, I don't look great. I could see all of this under here. I gained 20 pounds over the.
What do you want us to say? You're a guest on the show. You look great. What are you going to say?
Yeah. So I was 17, and I joined the Marines, and it was the craziest thing I've ever done. And we were talking earlier that my stepfather, 47 years in the volunteer fire department, and my mother married him and then joined the fire department at 58 years old.
God bless her.
Yeah, and I was 2 hip surgeries and back and a shoulder. She's out. You know what I mean? Not out. She's the secretary now, the treasurer.
Need one of those.
Yeah, exactly. But what I wanted to do was it was before, it was 94 to 98. So when I went in, it was right when the Black Hawk Down, Somalia.
Yeah.
And we were on base, and it basically was like, get your crap together because it's going down. That was like and it basically is pack your stuff. It's hurry up and wait. Pack your stuff up because I wasn't going to go to Somalia. What I was going to do was the guys that have been there longer than me were going, and I'm going to back them up wherever we were supposed to go. Because you were brand new, we were young, and when I tell you, in the military, especially in the Marines, it doesn't matter if you can't stand the guy next to you. This piece of crap, he's from Louisiana. He eats skunks. He goes down the roadkill. They put what the Louisiana guys do? They call them coon asses. When they get out of the swamp and they see roadkill to go into town, they take spray paint and they spray paint a circle around the roadkill.
Yeah.
So when they come back, if there's no spray paint, fresh roadkill soup.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. So you meet these guys. But it doesn't matter if this guy's next to me. He's coming back with me. You know what I mean? It's same thing in the fire department, John. It's it was just something that was the most amazing, the hardest thing I've ever done, but the most amazing thing I've ever done, because now that I've done, I can do anything.
That's right.
Eddie,
let me ask you this, because I know when my dad went in the military, you got, where was your first, where did you have to go first from home? Where did you have to go first?
What it was, we went to MEPS. It was in Brooklyn. And what we did was we went to MEPS, and then right from there we shoot over to Paris Island on the plane and stuff like that. And then we get down there. So then we do boot camp. Okay.
When did the first big, huge guy start screaming at you where you went, oh my God, what did I do?
Now, John, this is going to take a couple of minutes, but you're like this as a comic. Okay. And if people know me,
Ricky like it too as a comic?
It was as soon as you got it was a Continental plane. We got on the bus and people are singing the Marine Corps hymn. And when you pull up to that bus on Paris Island, you smell the bug juice because it's a swamp.
Yeah.
You smell that bug juice coming into the bus and you're pulling up and you're like, now it's going to go. And you're like, you know what to expect it. And as soon as you get on there, they come on that thing. Woman, and you're on the things. And from that point for about 2 days, you don't sleep.
Yeah.
They break. I mean, we were sitting there trying to march and just bumping into each other because we're sleepwalking.
So tired. Yeah.
They completely break you down to you're a shell. They give you food. You know what I mean? They give you but you don't even want to eat. You just want to sleep. And they get into there and you get into the receiving area and you get your hair cut, everything shaved. And then you sit there and you get all your gear. And all it is get your gear, go here. And it's don't drop that. Don't drop that. And everything. I've spoken to many Marines and the closest thing.
That never happened to us. No, go ahead.
Yeah, no, the closest thing is a Full Metal Jacket, but it's not even close.
Yeah.
You know, the Full Metal Jacket scene. But the intensity is in there. But then
worse, what you went through a Full Metal Jacket, because that was pretty bad.
Oh, no. Full Metal Jacket was about the same. Well, we're not supposed to talk about it, but hazing and that kind of stuff. Not hazing like sticking stuff up, people.
Right.
But the drill instructor going, I remember there was, and I'm a comic, so it was port side and starboard side. And you have to do an inspection. You have to take you out of the shower every night. You take your towel off and you're naked. And you say, sir, this recruit has no mental or physical problems at this time. And you turn around and he takes a look and goes up and down. So across from me, is Gonzalez. And every night, I would take my towel off and go to make him laugh because if he laughed, they would have to do push-ups because what are you laughing at? So in boot camp, it turns out I was a really good Marine. I had everything sharp and stuff. John, it turns out as you know, it kind of comes to fruition as a comic. It turns out that everyone that got in trouble in boot camp, they were like, go get Michaels. Because I know he's doing something wrong. Go get him because I know he's
he has something to do with it.
Because I'm good. But everything was solid. Everything was, I wasn't a S brick. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was always good, but it made it funny for me.
Yeah.
And it made it funny for the, for the drill instructors.
That's why Dad said laughter. So now we move to your comedy act.
Yes.
I want to say one thing. Yeah. I was in the Naval Cadets when I was like 13. Same thing, same kind of roughness.
Naval Cadets?
Yeah, the cadets, the Navy.
At what age? 13?
Yeah, I was like 13. We used to have to walk with these guns that weren't.
No. It's when I tell you, when I tell you honestly, it was like 2 days before I graduated boot camp, and me and the guys are sitting there, and there is all the East Coast guys, white and black, and Puerto Rican East Coast guys would hang out together. Always East Coast. Southern black guys would hang out by themselves. Southern white guys would hang out by themselves. But we all, at night, when we had a couple of minutes, we would hang out together. And we sat there, and 2 days before we're graduating, we're going, I don't think I could live on the outside. That's how intense it was.
Was it a brainwashing?
Absolutely. 1,000%. 1,000%. And then what it is it took about, I would say, about a month or so and stuff where I'm like, wait a minute. I'm a human being now. You know what I mean? But it sticks with you. The way they do it. Hoorah. Exactly. It's incredible. It's the best thing I ever did. Some of the best men that I've ever met are there, and some of the worst.
Yeah.
And some of the worst. Because a lot of times, a lot of people go into the military that have nothing left. Yeah. It's their last but it also resurrects those guys.
Yeah.
Where they don't have anything left. It's their last ditch, and they're, scumbags, but they don't have anything left, and they become great.
Right.
It really is.
Did you ever, when you were going through the procedure in boot camp, go, come on, this is formula. Like you see in the movies, the screaming, the intenseness.
I'll tell you,
gentleman, remember at the end, he's on his motorcycle, he sees, Lou Gossett Jr. doing the same exact routine.
I'll tell you a perfect story for that.
Yeah.
Was I knew what I was getting into. Right. So I reached out to the Marines, not a recruiter at a school.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these guys, these recruiters, they were taking numbers and just signing people up. It really is because those guys would make profit and stuff. But most of the guys, especially me, I knew what I was getting into. I wanted to do the hardest thing. I didn't want to go to the Air Force or something like that, or I wanted to be like there,
right?
For some stupid reason. It's like, what am I thinking? I could have been playing baseball, I could have been playing. I'm a huge baseball player. I could have been, I could have been something. I could have been some, but I was like, I gotta go. So we're at there, and we're in the barracks. Okay, think of Full Metal Jacket in your underwear, right? And a DI, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, and this is like 3 days in, okay? Right. Now I'm 17. I just turned 17. There's guys that are in their 20s, 21, 22, and they're sitting there, and it is mental, a mind F. It is meant, so everyone's starting to break down. Looking back on it, it's what they're supposed to do. So the drill instructor goes, now he's the heavy guy, and he goes, okay, all right, listen, everybody stop. He goes, okay, and guys are like crying, like, And he goes, all right, everyone that doesn't think this is right for you, come up here to the quarterdeck. And it's Navy, so it's quarterdeck, port side, right side, quarterdeck, rear hatch. Come up to the quarterdeck. And he goes, anyone that doesn't think that this is right for you is very cordial. Very cordial. Very, very nice, very sweet. If you don't think this is for you, we'll get the paperwork together, and we'll get you guys to go home. We'll set up your paper. Honest to God, 37 guys walk up to this thing.
No.
He turns to them and goes, you ain't going no. And they're crying to their mom. They're grown men. Mama. Oh man, but that kind of a thing.
I'll tell you a quick funny story.
Yeah.
When I got to the fire academy, before we started training, we had the first day we had a report there. We didn't meet and a lot of those guys are ex-military, the drill.
Yeah, absolutely, sure.
In the fire academy, the FDNY. So while we go to the front desk to check in, the guy behind the desk looks at me and he goes, "Oh, good morning, Proby." I said, "Good morning, sir." He said, "Would you like to have something for breakfast?" So I go,
"Yeah."
"Oh yeah, what do you want? You want some eggs, bacon?"
No, you're gonna run.
And he's like, he's writing something down, right? He goes, he folds the paper. He goes, "When you go inside, hand this to drill instructor Lou. Just ask him who he is, and he'll take care of it." Right? And me, don't be me. Right, I go back. I hand it to the guy. He opens it up. Right in my face. Sit down over there. What are you, an idiot? And they said that they go in the back room and they probably laugh there.
Oh, they're dying laughing. They're dying laughing. John, when I tell you that when there's certain things that the guys, the Marine Corps, they got the smoky,
Yeah.
And when you do something that's funny, they just take that and they put it over their face.
Yeah.
Because they're you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're like, and they know.
Oh,
they
yeah.
know. He's gonna. Oh, what do you want for breakfast? Oh, I know what you're gonna get for
brownies.
breakfast.
Listen, we have to go, Kenny.
Yes.
Where are you performing next?
I'm with you guys. Yeah. I just came back doing stand up after 20 years. I've been doing the radio and stuff with Joe Conti, the Conti and Kenny show that we're re-releasing, and it's going to be a great time. I'm right here in South River. I got firefighters and stuff are going to come to the show also.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Great.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
Very
Thank you for
funny
your
stuff,
service,
Kenny.
And
Hey,
we'll see you.
Real quick. I did 5 marriages, and it was awesome. I wrote down snakes have a personality. It's called kill children. Okay? Anybody that owns a boa, somebody's going to die. Whether it's a child or a kingpin in Brooklyn, someone's going to get choked out. Yeah, and also tell your friend that I'm going to rob that food truck with the pastries at the fire department. Hey,
my brother.
Thank you guys.
Very funny.
We will see you next week. Laughter saves lives. Richie and I, we're going to the diner. Good night, everybody.
Old leather gloves, we're slapping in hands. Popcorn and peanuts, we're working the stands. Pink cotton candy, love on a stick. Was chasing the beer that circled the lips. Play ball, play ball. Roll up the bases and smack it right over the wall.
Play ball.
Play ball.